The Premier League isn't the only place with massive stadiums and passionate crowds. Down in the Championship, League One, and even further, some of the UK's biggest football cathedrals still stand proud. These aren't just big grounds. They're steeped in history, heartbreak, and hope. Let's dive into the top 20, ranked by capacity, and explore what makes each ground a giant below the top flight. 20. Stadium of Light. Once the home of Premier League battles, the Stadium of Light is now the biggest stadium in the Championship. Built on the site of the old Monkwearmouth Colliery, it symbolizes Sunderland's shift from coal to football glory. Opened in 1997 with an original capacity of 42,000, it was expanded in 2000 to nearly 49,000 seats. This colossal structure still roars like a top-flight fortress. 19. Riverside Stadium. Rising from the ashes of Ayresome Park, the Riverside Stadium was born in 1995 as part of the new wave of modern football arenas. It was one of the first post-Taylor Report stadiums built from scratch. Sitting on the banks of the River Tees, the Riverside was a symbol of Middlesbrough's ambition. With a capacity of 34,000, it's seen Premier League survival scraps. 18. Hillsborough. Opened in 1899, it's been home to Sheffield Wednesday for over a century. It's steeped in both triumph and tragedy. The 1989 Hillsborough disaster changed English football forever. But beyond its painful history, Hillsborough remains one of the most iconic grounds in the UK. With nearly 34,000 seats and towering stands, it still delivers raw, old-school atmosphere. The Cop End is immense, and when packed, it's deafening. 17. Pride Park. It opened in 1997, replacing the legendary baseball ground. The design follows the bowl layout popular in the 90s and gives it a clean, symmetrical look. With a capacity just under 34,000, it's the biggest stadium in League One and one of the most intimidating at that level. Derby's passionate fan base has stuck with them through financial collapse and relegation heartache. 16. St. Mary's Stadium. Opened in 2001, it replaced the Dell, Southampton's beloved old home. The stadium seats just over 32,000 and was part of a new generation of English grounds that prioritized fan comfort and modern amenities. But that doesn't mean it lacks atmosphere. When the Saints are rolling, it gets loud. It's hosted Europa League matches, England U21s, and concerts. 15. The Hawthorns. Opened in 1900, it's one of the country's oldest stadiums still in use. With a current capacity of nearly 27,000, it's tight, compact, and fearsome on match days. The 4 individual stands give it an old-school charm, and the Smethwick end can generate serious noise. It's hosted Premier League and Championship football almost interchangeably for decades. Despite modern upgrades, it hasn't lost its grit. 14. King Power Stadium. This is the house that Jamie Vardy helped make famous. The King Power Stadium opened in 2002 and seats over 32,000. It replaced the old Filbert Street and quickly became a stronghold. Of course, its most famous moment came in 2016, when Leicester shocked the world and won the Premier League. Now in the Championship, the stadium still holds that magical memory in its steel beams. 13. Cardiff City Stadium. One of the newest on the list, Cardiff City Stadium opened in 2009 and was a major upgrade from Ninian Park. The stadium is home to both Cardiff City and the Wales national team, making it one of the most high-profile championship venues. Seating just over 33,000, it's compact but powerful, with fans close to the pitch. 12. Coventry Building Society Arena. Built in 2005, it seats over 32,000 and is part of a larger complex that includes a casino, hotel, and conference center. It's modern and multifunctional, hosting rugby, concerts, and even the Commonwealth Games. Coventry have had a turbulent time with ownership and stadium sharing issues, but the club is now firmly rooted back in their city. 11. Oakwell. Opened in 1888, it's one of the oldest professional football stadiums still in use in the UK. With a capacity just over 23,000, it's big for League One and always feels like a throwback to football's gritty roots. The stands are uneven in size, the wind howls through, and when Barnsley are flying, it's chaos. This place lives and breathes football. 10. Home Park. Way out in England's far southwest, almost tucked into the Atlantic, you'll find a green fortress called Home Park. Built in 1901 and renovated extensively in the 2000s and 2010s, it's the football heartbeat of Devon. With nearly 18,000 seats and a modern horseshoe design, Home Park blends tradition and 21st century style. It's not just remote, it's resolute. 9. The Valley. Nestled deep in southeast London, the Valley is a sleeping giant. It first opened in 1919, then grew into a massive bowl that once packed in over 75,000 fans before safety regulations trimmed it down. In the late 90s and early 2000s, this was top-flight territory. Alan Kirbishley's Charlton side made the Valley a fortress. Today, it stands proud in League One, waiting to rise again. 8. Fratton Park. Opened in 1899, it's the oldest ground in the Championship and one of the most atmospheric anywhere in England. The pitch is close to the stands, and when Pompey fans get going, it feels like the walls are closing in. Back in 2008, this place was celebrating FA Cup glory and European nights. A decade of decline followed, but the soul of Fratton never left. 7. Portman Road. Built in 1884 and modernized across the decades, it's home to Ipswich Town and nearly 30,000 passionate fans. It was here that Sir Bobby Robson built a team to conquer Europe in the early 80s. Ipswich lifted the UEFA Cup in 1981, and for a long time, Portman Road echoed with the chants of a club punching above its weight. 6. Ashton Gate. Sitting on the edge of South Bristol, this historic ground was opened in 1887 and has gone through massive redevelopment in the past decade. The result? A 27,000-seater hybrid of heritage and high-tech. From its towering Lansdowne stand to the crisp LED lighting and safe standing areas, Ashton Gate feels ready for the Premier League. It hosts more than just Bristol City games. 5. The Den. Opened in 1993 to replace the old, infamous Den, this modern stadium still carries all the intensity of its predecessor. It's compact, it's loud, and it's hostile, exactly how Millwall like it. Located in Bermondsey, just southeast of the Thames, the Den packs over 20,000 fans in tight, steep stands that seem to lean over the pitch. It's a fortress in every sense. 4. University of Bolton Stadium. For a while, it looked like Bolton had built too big. When the University of Bolton Stadium opened in 1997, it was state-of-the-art. A sweeping, futuristic design with nearly 29,000 seats, it was built for Premier League football, and that's exactly what it got. European nights lit up the Bolton sky. Now, it's League One football, but the stadium still feels top-level. 3. Valley Parade. Built in 1886, it's among the oldest grounds in the country. Today, Valley Parade is a place of memory, resilience, and rebirth. With over 25,000 seats, it's by far the biggest stadium in League Two. It feels Premier League in scale and soul. The stands are steep, the pitch wide, and the fans, despite the club's long fall from the top flight, still pack it in. 2. Stadium MK. Opened in 2007, this 30,500-seater arena is clean, symmetrical, and frankly too modern for the division it's currently in. With 2 tiers, padded seats, a hotel built into the structure, and LED boards everywhere, Stadium MK was designed for Premier League football. Despite its slick appearance, the stadium often struggles to fill its vast seating bowl, especially in the lower leagues. 1. Madejski Stadium. This is now officially known as the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Opened in 1998 and seats just over 24,000. It was named after Sir John Madejski, the man who helped modernize Reading FC and turn them into a top-flight outfit. The stadium is sleek, comfortable, and built with fans in mind. Though the Royals now play in League One, the Madejski still feels like a club one step away from climbing back up. And that wraps up our journey through 20 of the biggest football stadiums in the UK that currently host lower league football. From modern arenas to old-school fortresses, each of these grounds carries history, pride, and the passion of fans who never stop believing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know your favorite ground in the comments below.